Go ahead and introduce you because you didn't want to introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Diana of Femme Chic Clothing, and I'm sitting here with Skylar of Skybebeat and Enhancement Beauty. She is a makeup artist and hairstylist, all around beauty guru, and I'm here to ask her a few questions and get a few seasonal ideas for you guys. So, do you have anything you want to let anybody know about who you are and what you do?
Well, I mean, like she just said, I'm a hairstylist, makeup artist. I own a lash business. Pretty much an all-around beauty mogul in the making. I'm currently in cosmetology school. I go to the Point Academy. Um, I have a bachelor's in business, so that's where like the whole business background comes from. But yeah, I'm just excited for tonight.
Okay. So, what inspires you to your art, your hair, and your beauty?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was saying, hey, somebody said, hey. Hey, I can't even see the name.
We'll worry about that at a different time.
I'm sorry.
So, what inspired you? What made you interested in hair and makeup?
Well, my mom's a hairstylist, so I'm what you call a salon baby. I grew up in the salon, so I really fell in love with hair at a young age. Like I was literally doing French rolls and cutting hair at 5 years old. Like who does that? And as far as like makeup, actually you and my best friend Lauren, they got me into makeup because I used to say that I couldn't do it. It's not for me. I didn't even want to wear makeup to prom, but I don't know what even made me just try it, and I got good. I got good at it really fast, and I fell in love with that. And so here we are.
So do you feel supported by those around you with your businesses?
Absolutely. Even like to times when I'm doubting myself, it's always somebody, whether that's a friend, a family member, even like any of my friends on Facebook or followers on Instagram, they always like somehow they must feel it in the energy that I'm doubting myself. And so I always get like these inspirational messages. So I'm just like, oh, okay. Okay, maybe I should continue doing what I'm doing.
So it makes you more confident?
Yeah.
So you definitely feel like that has an effect on your confidence, whether they support you?
I wouldn't say it has an effect on my confidence. I feel like just me being like me and just a perfectionist, that's what has an effect on it, and they just reassured that in me.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Sometimes I catch myself doubting myself, and there's always someone there that's like, no, go ahead, keep going, and it does help me bring a little bit of that confidence back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do need that extra support.
Yeah.
So you do have a couple of businesses. So you do hair.
Mm-hmm.
You are a makeup artist. You do that, and you also have Enhancement Beauty.
Yes.
So what is Enhancement Beauty?
Okay, Enhancement Beauty, that's the name of my lash line. And the name just comes from me saying, okay, let me backtrack. The name is so, when people see the name, I want them to think of beauty. One, it's just an enhancement. I feel like everybody is beautiful. The definition of beauty is literally whatever you see beauty as. Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So that's what I want people to look at. Enhance me, like I'm enhancing myself, my natural beauty. So that's where the name came from. And I wanted to start with a lash line, one because that was the most simple and cheapest at the moment because I was still in college, so I didn't have the funds to go full-fledged with what I want to do, which I'm not going to get into all of that because, it's in work in progress.
Your idea.
Yeah. So that's where the lash line came from, and because from doing makeup, like I got into the different styles and the different patterns and the way that like a lash can make or break a makeup look. So that's what made me get into it.
Speaking of making or breaking looks, do you think that makeup and hair can make or break a look?
Yes.
How do you explain to me a look that can be completely thrown off by hair and makeup?
So I don't want to, pretty much. Okay, so let me just say, there's always a time and a place for certain things. Like I wouldn't go like an interview. Like what the makeup I have now and the hair I have now is perfect for an interview. It's also perfect for just every day. I wouldn't go grocery shopping in a full cut crease glam and like
I would.
I mean, well, you would, but like that's because when we sit in the house, we just do something, But like, if you're one of those people that like get up and wear makeup every day, you're not going to be doing that every day because it's not the time for that. And look at the outfit I have on. If I had on like a full glitter cut crease, it just does not. It doesn't all correlate. It all needs to come together, and I think that's like how with your outfit, like your shoes could make or break your outfit, like you would. Yeah. So I think it's kind of the same thing with hair and makeup.
So what would you suggest to the person on a budget who gets their hair done, you know, once a month, every couple of weeks? So within that time period, that is the set hairstyle they're going to have. Mm-hmm. Would you recommend that they just stay away from experimental colors and styles?
I would, unless it's a wig, something you can take on and off, then yes, I would say like stay away from doing and experimenting with your hair unless like you just want to be adventurous, but understand that color is up in the air. It depends on all the stuff that you are. If we're talking just strictly like your natural hair that grows from your head, color, that's chemicals and things that you already have done to your hair can affect the way the color may come out. So if you understand that, then I'd say yes, go ahead and try, because there are always ways to go back. Just you have to understand, like, you can't say, if you go in there saying you want like a ginger hair color and you done put black rinse in your hair, or like you dyed it all these other different colors, understand that it might not be the exact color you want. And if it is, it's going to be a process. You're not just going to go in and be like, oh, okay, this is the color I want, this is the color you're going to leave with. It's not going to happen like that.
Yeah, I think about that because I know everybody is talking about fall hair colors and fall hair trends. And some of these colors look really, really hard to perfect. Mm. These maroonish, reddish, brownish colors, they come out different each time someone does them. Yes. So can you go in with an expectation?
If you're going to a professional, yes. But like, I mean, even I'm still a kitchen stylist. I still consider myself a kitchen stylist, but I'm also still a professional as well. So I do understand like the different color mixtures and what you have to do to cancel out certain colors. If your stylist understands that, you'll be fine. But like if you're going to your friend and she just, don't ever use box dye. So if you're going to someone and they're coloring your hair and they're using box dye, 9 times out of 10 is not going to be the color that you want. But if it's a professional, then I would definitely say just go ahead and trust them, because they went to school, they understand color theory and all of that.
Okay, speaking of a stylist that you trust, Femme Chic clothing is very much about a woman on her personal journey, whatever that may be, finding herself and her confidence through fashion and beauty. So with that being said, how do you go about helping a customer or a client experiment with new things outside of their comfort zone based on what you know about them?
Well, honestly, that just all falls back onto the client and how much they trust you. Like, I could be the best stylist out there, like, hypothetically. They could think I'm the best stylist out there, but if they have not sat in my chair before, they have not built that bond. Because I build a bond. That's something they teach us in cosmetology school as well. Like, you have to build a bond with your clients, because one, like, I don't know if y'all know, but like we mean everything to clients. Like, I know y'all have hairstylists, your nail tech, like you have a personal bond. Like, they're not, if you can't go to them, you'll wait. Like, so it's literally just the client, how much they trust you, whether they'll like fully trust you to do something of that, like something that permanent, like color or something, or even a haircut. Like, it just depends on how much they trust you. I have the gift of gab, and I can be persuasive, so I know what to say and how to persuade somebody to, do something. But also because it's hair, and like our hair is our crown, so we don't want to. They might still be reluctant, no matter how good of a stylist I might be.
That's true. So with the new trends that are coming in, have you noticed any trends in hair colors that more people are gravitating to that are outside of the normal black and brown and blonde?
I was just going to say, like, the blonde, the money pieces, that's a trend right now.
It's a money piece. What is a money piece?
Well, that's what we call them at school. It's how they have the blonde strips right in the front? Those are money pieces. That's a trend I'm seeing right now. Yeah, ginger is always in trend, like when winter comes, and like right in between spring and summer. That's when ginger becomes popular. Everybody wants a ginger color in the winter, and honestly, I think ginger is an all around, like all season color. Honestly,
I love those colors. So with the fall hair colors, what are some just natural? Do you think that highlights make you feel more lively during like cold months or something? That people want those gingery colors and those money strips?
Yeah, I just think that's because, well, in the winter, that's really when your hair is the weakest because of the air and the environment, things like that. So your hair doesn't necessarily cooperate with you the way you want it in the wintertime. So I definitely think like people experiment more just to make their hair seem more lively or like look more lively. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's
Okay, so there have also been some. This is now with this being fall season. Halloween is this weekend, and Thanksgiving is next month. So with that being said, what are some Halloween makeup ideas that you could do at home? Since I've seen you do a couple of makeup ideas on your page.
Well, these are really beginner friendly, and you can like look up YouTube videos and things like that. So you can do like simple stuff like a bat wing liner. So like instead of just doing a regular
That's
liner,
cute.
yeah, you make it seem like a bat's wing is expanding. The pumpkin look, that's really simple. You can carve a pumpkin. You can do a pumpkin face. You know what color a pumpkin is: orange and black, triangle eyes. And you know you create the mouth however you want. That's another simple Halloween look. One thing that I actually wanted to do, but because of school and everything, I haven't had time, is a ventriloquist doll. That's something I do. Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot of those. Pennywise, that's a pretty simple one too. You know, you don't even have to do much makeup. Like apply some white paint to your face, draw his mouth and going through your eye, well, the illusion that is going through your eye, and some red makeup, and like those are really simple.
Does your hair make or break your Halloween costume?
I mean, if you're a character, yes, because you can't say I'm this character and your hair doesn't match. Like, I wouldn't say I'm Jessica Rabbit. I don't have my red hair, or like even the outfit. Like, you can't be that character without being that character.
That is true. So, do you think that you should implement personal elements into the character?
Yeah, absolutely. Like me personally, like if I were to do a Pennywise, instead of just doing the simple, I would add glitter because I'm extra like that. So
like glitter.
Yeah, I like glitter, so I would add some glitter somewhere with that. Like I wouldn't have the crazy hair, but I'll probably have the same hair color, so you'll get the gist that I'm Pennywise. So you don't have to have exactly the same hairstyle. Just like if the color is there, then we can pretty much guess what you are. Like
so if the color is there, we can
yeah
together. That is funny. So if I was to do Pennywise, my signature is mermaids. Could I be a clown mermaid?
You can.
Pennywise.
You can.
If I just put a mermaid's tail on with the clown makeup. But if it was red, it would match, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So speaking of personal style, do you feel as though you have a personal style? And if you do, how do you go about that?
Okay, I have a personal style. I just, I can't afford the way I would like to dress.
None of us can.
I think I have like a bougie, why can't I think of this movie? Like Legally Blonde style. Like that's what I think the type of style I have. Or Clueless or something like that. Something really girly, really like that's like an everyday type of thing. And then I also have like a grown and sexy style. Like so I love midi dresses just because like I have really long legs, so it flatters my figure the most. I love like off the shoulder outfits because like I think I have really nice shoulders and
whatever you like, just accentuate.
Yeah. So I think that's my style. Bougie, bad and bougie.
Bougie, bad and bougie. You see, so I actually thought about this the other day when I was writing this question down. I was like, what is my personal style? Because like you said, I can't afford my personal style either. So I thought about it. And I always go back to Blair Waldorf on Gossip Girl. I'm very much just like muted colors, very classic patterns, posh, kind of school uniform, kind of, I don't know, peacoat.
Yeah.
I was definitely the girl that would wear a cape to school, but it was like the one with the fur. So don't come for me. Because with personal style, do you feel like that's a big factor in how you do people's makeup?
I I wouldn't say. See, I don't put personal style and like makeup and hair together because I pretty much like to like whatever my personal style like this makeup and hair is what would match my personal style. But when it comes to like doing people's hair and makeup, my style of doing makeup is like I like to keep it whatever their face like facial features because I know there are some makeup artists that will give you a completely different face. I'm not that makeup artist. I want to, like I said, like makeup is just an enhancement. You're beautiful, so I'm just going to enhance those features that you already have. Like if your eyebrows are pencil thin, I'm not going to draw you thick eyebrows because that's not you. So my makeup style is the most natural and whatever fits that person's face.
Yeah, I understand that because I've gone to a makeup counter, and when I was done, I just felt like I knew how I do my makeup, and I look different. But not, it wasn't good or bad.
Yeah, it was
different.
Yeah, like, okay, I see what you did there.
So when people come to you, do they say things like, I'm not really comfortable with glitter, I'm not really comfortable with this? And if they do, how do you deal with that?
Well, the only thing I've gotten was that they didn't want eyelashes, and that's like
that's
really
standard.
Like that's really a no for me. Like you're not leaving my.
You haven't completed the look.
Yeah, no, like you're not leaving my chair without lashes. So honestly, that's just what it is because literally lashes will make or break the face as well. Like it's, your hair and makeup can make or break your outfit. So like lashes really just bring everything together. So that's really the only thing I run into. But pretty much everybody gives me creative like freedom to do what I want.
That's the best when your
customers
trust you.
Yes.
That's perfect.
They usually like bring pictures of me to say I want this. And obviously, like, I can't recreate everything the exact same way, so I still put a little twist of my makeup style onto it.
That's perfect. So as the seasons change, are you finding yourself just like trying to sneak in more glitter?
Okay, honestly, I've toned down a lot. I don't know if it's because of age, but when I first started, I've only been doing makeup for like 4 years. So when I first started, well, I really got good 2 years ago. So when I first started, I was just throwing glitter on everything.
Oh,
like, everything was glitter, cut creases. Now, like, this is it for me. Like, I love, like, just the natural, cute. Like, it's still glam, but it's like, okay, I see what you did there. A little razzle-dazzle, not too much. Because I'm simple. Like, I like simple makeup. Like, my jewelry, so small. Like, I like plain nails. So I'm really simple. So I don't do as much glitter. But like if I'm doing like YouTube videos, I might throw some glitter on there just to add a little extra because I know people really do like my glitter look. So I do it majority for like followers and like clients and things like that. But for me, like this is my go-to.
Okay. Makes perfect sense because I was a gold with a red lip girl for a long time. Gold eyeshadow, red lips. I calm down a lot. You see, it's very basic these days.
Now I throw a lot of highlighter on about that. That's why I highlight my cupid's bow, my nose, my cheek, everything. I highlight.
Without highlight, I feel very dull.
Yeah.
Just like where's the sunshine?
Right.
You can't bronze without highlight.
Exactly.
So with that being said, now that we're in a pandemic, do you find yourself doing mask makeup?
I actually don't because I'm in school all day. Like my program is Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 5. So I don't even think about makeup, and it's an hour away. So I have to wake up at 6, between 6 and 6:30. Makeup is the last thing on my mind. So I have not done any mask makeup at all. And if I do, it'll just be my eyebrows and eyeshadow. Like I won't even do foundation and like contour to beat this half. It's just eyeshadow, lashes, and brows.
I am a lip gloss and forgot that I have to put a mask on kind of person. Like every time I put on a mask, I'm like, do I always have on lip gloss?
Yes, and I just got into cream blush and I can't use that because of the mask.
Sounds amazing. Cream blush.
Yes, it just goes on just like so smooth. Yes.
I can imagine. What brand is it?
Fenty.
I'm going to try that. Mm-hmm. So with all that being said, you have taken some pictures. You take a lot of pictures because you do have to display your makeup and your hair. You've also taken some pictures for Femme Chic as well. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, where does that confidence come from? What gives you the ability to put yourself out there in that way?
Honestly, everybody else were like my best friend Paula, she used to get on me about not putting myself out there. Like I would literally do my face just to like see if I could do something. And then like if I had this when I was at school, if I had to go to work, I would wipe it all off because I'm like, no one wants to see this. Like why am I walking into work with the little cut creases on my face? Like I don't need to do all that. No one's gonna. If people gonna think I'm crazy, they're not gonna like it. But then my friends and family just like, no, like if I was you, I would be wearing this. So, and when I just eventually I just did it. Like I don't know what made me just do it. I was just like, you know what, it is what it is at this point. I was just tired of like beating myself up with me just not going anywhere. Like I was mad because people didn't know how good I was at makeup, but no one's gonna know if I'm not out in my makeup. So that's really what made it. Like I wanted to be noticed, and I actually had a passion for this, and I wanted people to know that. So that's when I just put myself out there, and I'm getting great results, great responses, and I'm just gonna keep going.
That's really the best thing you can do. That's the best advice for anybody. Just really, if you believe in yourself and you think that you're good at this, put yourself out there. There are a million people, better or worse. Somebody's gonna like what you do.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna love what you do. So we are done with that portion. So now I'm gonna ask you, what are some challenges that you have when it comes to shopping? What are some things that are exciting about it, but are also challenging?
You mean like clothes or for makeup?
We're gonna go with clothes.
Okay. Well, it's challenging one because my chest, I'm heavy chested. So, like, a lot of the stuff that I want to wear, I can't because, you know, I need support here. So, it's a lot of low cut stuff. And, like, tape just hurt. I have sensitive skin, so the tape thing, like, it works, but at the end of the day, I'm red. Yeah, and it's just not comfortable. When I was losing, when I lost all the weight, I didn't bring this back, but you know, when I lost weight, I had an issue because I was 16 in the thighs and bottom area, but the waist was a 14, so I couldn't win.
I understand that.
And because I'm so tall, I'm literally all leg. I really have no torso. So when it comes to dresses, like mini dresses, they're actually t-shirts on me because I'm all legs. So that's a lot of my problem. And because I'm tall, jeans, like I'll buy jeans in tall, but like eventually they shrink. And so now I have to either make them ankle pants or wear boots every time I wear them.
So do you combat that by buying extra long dresses and extra long pants?
Yeah, that's where the midi dresses come in, like, because I can't wear like short bodycon dresses. That's really enough for me. If I do, I have to go somewhere where I'm sitting down, so I don't have to be pulling down everywhere. So yeah, definitely like midi dresses. I've just chalked it up as a loss for jeans, so and it's fine.
I have as well.
Yeah, in the wintertime I'm wearing boots anyway, and in the summer I'll just cuff them and make them ankle pants.
They come with ankle pants.
Yeah.
Do you think that the problem with the bodycon dresses is the material? Do you think that if they were a little better made, that they would stay down, or is it just like the material that you like doesn't want to stay down?
I think it's a little bit of both. Like we want to get it, like we get into all these Fashion Novas, Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo's. Yes, I definitely think it is a material thing, and like their plus size isn't plus size. Like it's not like real plus size women. So that's another issue. So just because it's your size doesn't mean it's going to fit you. That's one thing I learned the hard way, and from seeing people wearing too little dresses. So yeah, definitely. But I know like, and it just depends on the store, because I know like Torrid, a lot of their dresses, like they fit, but they don't fit me. Like they fit in length, but they don't fit my body shape because it's like baggy and play. Because I don't have a real big stomach. Like I do have like a little figure, so it doesn't like it's not made for my figure. So I'm like stuck in the middle.
I understand that. You feel like sometimes you would like to accentuate your figure,
Yes.
and you feel like the clothes aren't giving you that ability.
Yeah.
I understand that. So you would like to have a balance between fabric density, reliability, and shape.
Yes.
I understand that. You're like, sometimes I want to accentuate my waist, sometimes my legs.
Yeah.
I need to be allowed to do so.
Yeah. I don't want to be uncomfortable.
No, I definitely understand that. Oh my goodness. So with pants, I have a lot of issues with pants as well. I don't know. I don't even know where to go with pants. Honestly, pants just, you shouldn't wear them.
Honestly, like, but then because of the thighs shaping, you have to wear them because who wants to put on a dress? But then also, if you, like we talked earlier, if you get a favorite pair of jeans, they're not gonna last long because your thighs are gonna rub together and they're gonna rip in the middle eventually. So yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with pants.
I've been thinking about that. I'm like, and then I'm like, jeans have this thing where you're either hot or you're either just feeling like it's not gonna last long.
Yeah. And I like for my jeans to have a little stretch.
Definitely. Without the stretch, I can't wear them.
But I also find that the stretchier the jeans,
the less they last.
Yes.
That's my problem. I'm a jeggings girl.
Yes.
But also my thighs and jeggings don't get along. But that's definitely my solution. Is if I want the jean look, I go for a jegging because you can always stretch into those, and they won't shrink as much.
Yeah.
That is definitely something I go for. Oh my goodness. Oh, so with that being said, how many? Goodness, what did I say? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, let me gather myself. Okay, so has modeling for us done anything to boost you, to make you feel like I can create more concept looks?
It definitely has. I'm just still like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm camera shy. Like, it's different when, like, people say you take pictures of yourself all the time. That's different. I'm selling a look. I'm selling my hair. I'm selling my makeup. Like, it has nothing to do with me. Like, getting in front of a camera and pose. Like, if someone puts a camera in my face, I'm gonna be like. But like after doing the photo shoot and actually like my boyfriend is getting me into like getting more comfortable in front of the camera. So like both the Femme Chic photo shoot I did and him, they helped me a lot because the like you remember the longer we did the photo shoot, the more comfortable I got in front of the camera. And then just after I seen the pictures, I'm like, oh, I did a little something.
You began producing a little bit.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, definitely doing that photo shoot has helped me. Get a little bit more confidence. I still have a long way to go. We might have to do another photo shoot, But yeah, definitely that has helped me a lot. And I actually have a bunch of ideas in my head that I want to do. I per se don't know if I'm going to be the model, but like I definitely want to do a lot of concept looks.
So with those concepts, when you come up with a makeup look, does an entire feeling go into that look, an entire vibe, entire mood?
Yes.
Where does that come from?
Honestly, that's just the creative side of me. Like I can't even tell you. That's just like when I create makeup look, people ask me all the time, how do you put together like the colors and the ideas that you get with your makeup? That's literally, it's just me because I'm creative. I'm just a creative person like we both are. So like I feel like you can understand when I say it's literally just me being creative.
Yeah, so like definitely usually when I do my makeup or if I get dressed, usually my concept is either a feeling or a color or two. I'm feeling like pink and red. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I'm going to make this go into my look today. Or I'll be like, I'm feeling like goth. So I'll dress like that. But then I like struggle to make it all make sense. Like, do you have to reference something?
Sometimes when I'm going through like, I call it creator's block. When I literally cannot, that's when I do get on pictures. But usually, like I will share this concept. I'm thinking of doing a winter photo shoot, and I want to do it outside, probably downtown, and I'll see 3 large icicles hanging in the background, snow. I want my model to be this. I have 2 models in mind. These beautiful chocolate babies. Oh, they're so gorgeous. But I want them to have a fur coat on, like a baby blue or even a white fur coat, so something that will go with the snow in the background. Yeah, and I want to do like this triple stacked bun.
I'm definitely
with like
a tree.
Yes, like with the sweetie baby hairs and rhinestones mixed into the baby hairs, and I just see this gorgeous like rhinestone cut crease So that's a concept that I have, and I'm putting that into works too. We'll talk about that eventually.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm definitely in for this.
And actually, like now that I'm thinking of it, what made me think of that is the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Remember the little boy Max, the girl that he liked? She was like the ice queen.
Yeah,
that's what made me think of that.
Definitely, you gotta find inspiration somewhere, because I feel like when I get dressed, I'm like, I feel like this today.
Yeah,
I feel like this today. And it's always like something in my head. But when I go on Pinterest or Instagram and I see so many beautiful women, so many beautiful concepts, so many beautiful creatives, I'm wondering which part of that is them and which part of that is me. Do you struggle with any of that?
Yes, absolutely. So that's my thing. I don't like to necessarily recreate people's looks because I just want to get an idea. Because usually, like, if I'm on Pinterest, it's just literally me just finding an idea or like a color scheme, not specifically, oh, I'm going to recreate that look. It's more so, okay, I can't think of any colors to use. Let me just see. And then I take whatever colors I find. It might not just be one makeup look. I might see a couple and I might pick certain colors from each as I'm going. I'm like, oh, that could go together, that could go together. So that's really how I do that. But a lot of the times I do find myself like, let me just, when I just feel like I haven't done anything, I haven't done anything creative, anything good, I will recreate a look and just change the colors.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to be like, I was inspired by this because I was lacking inspiration and this caught my eye. I'm definitely a person that knows what colors I want to use, and I'll go looking for different interpretations of that, and then I put it all together like, this is what I want it to be. And it may not come out like that, but it may come out like that, and usually I'm happy with the result. Yeah. Because it's me, you know? I feel like it's something that I did with my brain. I mixed it up. But also a thing, I don't know if anybody else does this, it's just my personal thing that I do. When I'm looking for hair looks, I look for people whose heads are shaped like mine. And when I'm looking for makeup, I look for my skin tone, so I know how it'll look on me.
I mean, I was with you with the hair thing, cause like your face shape and everything definitely plays a part in the type of hairstyle you have. We're not even gonna get into that because there's so many face shapes, but they teach us that in school too. But honestly, like any color, that's why I tell like my clients, they come like, I want this color, but it won't look good. It'll look good. All you need to do to make anything, any color, like if you wanted to walk around, like I hear a lot of dark skinned women say this too, they can't wear bright colors. All you need to do is like throw on a neutral or like a flesh color, like I like say it's eyeshadow look you want to do. Just throw some nude or whatever brown eyeshadow to cancel out that extra color to blend it in more, and then it will look perfect.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna try that. I am, because I see a lot of looks. I'm like, I love this makeup, I love it. But then the woman has blue eyes, green eyes, and I'm like, I wonder if it only looks good because her eyes like making it pop. And then I'm like,
and it's not her eyes making it pop, it's the makeup making her eyes pop. Not
right. So then I try it. I'm like, myself in that way. Yeah. I'm always like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Like I hear people saying like when people do bold, colorful under eye, people saying they can't do that just because like it just looks crazy. All you have to do is, like I said, take a neutral color and blend right under that.
And you taught me that. My only other issue with that is I have waterline issues.
Yeah. So yeah, you
like I would love to accent under my eyes, but it seems like I either always pick the worst time or the worst color. Because I think I tried to do it with like a pink or a red, and my eyes were like, this is the one that they said was going to hurt you before you even bought it. Because when I actually went looking for, it was a couple of years ago, I was actually looking specifically during the holiday season for red and purple eyeshadow. And for some reason, people were like, these are the hardest colors to find, the hardest colors to mix. People say they irritate their eyes. Why do you think that people have such a hard time with that? Like, do you think red really irritates people's eyes?
I have never even run across that issue. I've never even heard that, honestly.
Literally, when I was like searching to buy it, I kept hearing, "Oh, we only make soap like one shade of that because it's so hard to mix and it irritates people's eyes." I'm like, I thought that would be common that people had this color.
Yeah, like honestly, in red, honestly, because that's a primary color, so I would assume.
Have you ever? Do you have any red eyeshadow?
Yes.
How much?
Well, I have a lot of makeup palettes, and I have a lot.
Like, I have no idea.
I would say I have like 3 variations of like reds.
Not a lot. You know your pink side?
Well, yeah.
Like in relation to pink, that is not a lot. 3?
Yeah.
But that's more than I have. I may have 1 red out of all of that.
This is true.
Oh my goodness.
Well, like red is not a common eye color either. You don't see a lot of people putting red on their eyes.
I think I'm the only one who always thinks, like, every time I'm doing makeup, I'm like, if it's not going to be pink, it's going to be red or some variation of that. Like, I only do, to me, red is a nude. To me, it goes brown really well. It blends really well. Maybe it's just, you can use it as a blush.
Yeah, and I see a lot of red blush.
And it's usually eyeshadow. Well, in my case, it's usually eyeshadow. So I'm not buying a red blush and then just, it'll just be pale and blush.
You just don't put a lot. Like literally, dab your brush.
You dab your
don't. You know how you will swivel your brush? Don't even do that. Just pop, and it'll be just enough.
I learned all of my makeup tricks from watching her lives. What days do you go live?
Well, okay, I have not been going live because of school, but I think I am going to start back. I usually go live every Thursday. So I'm probably going to do it. And then I do that on Facebook. I think I am going to start going live on Instagram too. But I do that on Thursdays. It's usually at 6 o'clock. But I think I'll move it back to like 7:30, 8 o'clock. Because that's usually, because my live is usually like an hour and a half long. And around 7:30, that's when the most people are tuned in. So I think I'm going to start doing that again on Thursdays. But this will probably be in the next 2 weeks because I have practicals coming up. So after that, and I think I do want to get back on live because I got a lot of good feedback from you. Like,
yes, I love your lives. I get all of my makeup tricks from them because I don't watch YouTube makeup anymore. So the only time I see like makeup tutorials is when I watch you, and I'm like, oh my god, this is how you put on an eyelash. Yeah. This is how you do the under eye. Oh, my concealer looks so much better now.
And the thing with YouTube, like I'm also a YouTuber. You can't get as detailed with YouTube. I feel like. And that's probably just because I don't have that large of a following on YouTube, so I don't want to make my videos too long. So with the live, I can really dive in deep and go detailed, and like people can ask questions and I can respond right there. But a lot of people don't ask questions, but they say they sitting there taking notes. So
oh, believe me, because sometimes I ask questions and I'm like, that was a stupid question.
No.
And then I'm like, let me just listen. I'm like, oh, I just got a little gem right there.
And I'm very detailed in my life, so half the time, if you're thinking of a question, it's probably going to get answered as you're thinking about it.
I definitely had to happen a lot because I tune in and out your lives. I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so cute. I'm like, how am I going to do that? And I watch. It never comes out exactly like yours, but maybe it's the products I'm using.
Yeah, products play a big part in like makeup. Like I'll use like the cheaper eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that because I use good priming and prepping products and setting products. So if you have the good products, good prime and prep and setting products, like you can get away with having like the cheaper shadows that aren't necessarily as pigmented because your primer will help make it look more pigmented.
You see, I just bought a cheap setting spray. But I have the good primer, I have the good powders and things like that. So I think I'm working my way up to a more high scale makeup collection. Because we all start off with the cheap stuff. And then you're like, okay, I like this enough to spend my money on it. So you said your prep and what?
Priming and setting. So your prep stuff is like the face wash, the moisturizer and toner. Whatever your skin routine is like, and I actually have a Courtney. She changed her skin routine, and her makeup application is like it's just that much better. Just because like her, of course I prep my clients already, but like she comes in, she has a special like skin regimen that she uses now. So I just let her come in with as long as she does her routine. So those are all your prepping products. Then you have your priming products. That's your eyeshadow primer, your face, your makeup primer, any type of primer you need. And you also need to know your skin type. Like you have oily combination or dry skin because that plays a part too. Like I wouldn't use my Urban Decay Oil Control setting spray on a client that has dry areas. Like she has mostly dry areas, I will use a setting spray that's more so, or a primer that's more so for drier skin. And obviously combination skin, you would put it in the areas they belong. So those are all your priming products. Then your setting products. So that's your setting powder, translucent powders, setting spray, like all of those things play a really big part in how your makeup will look at the end.
What is the difference between a setting powder and a translucent powder?
Okay.
I have a powder. Not sure what it does. I think it's translucent.
Okay, translucent pretty much just sets your makeup, like, so it makes you less oily, gets rid of that excess oil, like it just helps match your skin. Setting powder, that's usually like a white, like translucent. Setting powder, that's what you use like when you're baking, or like you can use that even to like build up and highlight. I've seen people do that. I'm not a powder girl, so I don't really like powder or like build my powders up. I just usually set. But the setting powder actually, like, because when you contour, you use a lighter color on, you know, the highlight areas. That setting powder actually warms it up to your skin a little more. And also, depending on how, like, if you apply your setting powder right, if you have good setting powder, that will affect if you have flashback or not. So, yeah, you have to perfect that, or you will definitely, you know, you see those pictures and they got the flash on, and all you just see is cake.
Yeah. And I was wondering, because I do have a good setting powder. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I assumed everyone had the same one I had. I didn't know there were other setting powders at the time. I just didn't know. And now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't use it today. I use it every so often when I think about it, because I don't know how to use it like that. But I do feel like it does make my skin a little smoother and brighter when I use it. Only if I use it right.
Yeah.
I usually just use it in like my concealer areas, the area where I put concealer in. I don't use it like at the top of my face, maybe in the middle. Yeah. But I usually just concealer and under here.
Yeah, that's why I put it here, down. Everywhere I highlight, that's where I put my setting powder.
Basically.
Especially when I'm doing like a really dramatic look, then I used to like, I'll use it even more, like an even lighter concealer. So that's that. I definitely need to bake with that, just because I want to warm it up a little more. I don't want to look crazy. I still want to look like myself, not drag queenish. So I definitely use setting powder and I bake with it. Now, you don't have to bake, because either way the setting powder is going to warm it up. But like baking it just warms it up even longer, and then it will look more flesh colored once you're finished.
Okay. So my question with that is, how do you, what's the word I was looking for? Just had a question going to my tongue. Baking. Okay, so with concealers, how do you know, okay, this is just my personal issue. When you are using a beauty blender, which is something that is, you know, renowned, everyone loves it, it is much easier to blend with it, I will say, because I tried with the brush. I don't say people just use the brush and live their best life. It doesn't work for me. But, you know, so I use my beauty blender. Sometimes I feel as though my concealer just makes my whole face. It takes over the whole face. Am I using more concealer than foundation? What is it?
I have two questions. And I really don't mean to sound like an ass when I say this, because I do get this question a lot. Are you using a real beauty blender?
I don't know. I'm using the one in the store in the box.
Which store? Because they only sell them in Sephora and Ulta.
Are they black? What
they have, like, they look like, all of them look the same, but a real beauty blender says beauty blender on it. Like, so anyone from like TJ Maxx or anything besides a makeup store that sells them, it's not a real beauty blender, and that's one reason. And also it has to be damp.
I definitely dampen it.
Yeah, but like and like you can tell the difference. Like, is yours a little kind of hard?
To me, yeah.
Yeah, a beauty blender, they're so soft. Like, even when you don't wet them, like you can just squeeze and it flags out. So that's,
I need a new one.
Yeah. And I tried to explain this to my mom, because she was like, I don't need, and it's $20. Like, a beauty blender is $20.
I'm glad you put that out there.
Yeah. So I told her that, and she's like, I don't need to use that. I can get 3 of these for $1 at Marcus. I was like, and that's why your makeup is not blending the way you want your makeup not blended like mine, because I'm using a real beauty blender. I'm using it for like it's the originator, the first mover in the whole like sponge game. So that sponge game. Yeah, the whole sponge game. Like, Real Techniques, they have good beauty blenders, well, good sponges. I don't need to start calling beauty blenders because they aren't. They have good sponges, but like a real beauty blender, like that will just I literally will blend my whole face with just that one sponge.
And that's what I've tried to do, but
yeah,
it's a lot.
And you also have to rotate it too. Like
yeah, I definitely rotate it. Honestly, down here I use the fat part. Here's the little part.
But like wherever you blend your highlight, whatever side you blend your highlight on, you don't want to use it to blend your contour. Because then you all are going to look like one color because you're just mixing everything together.
That makes sense. I mean, technically, I use the butt end is what I call it to do my contour.
Yeah, me too.
And a little end to do my highlight. But then I'm just like, get it off my face and blend it in, man. That's why I blend it.
Yeah.
But now that I know, the beauty blender is $20. I need to get one.
I tell you, it's going to change your life.
Because I definitely had that problem today. I'm like, sometimes this blends easily, sometimes it doesn't.
And my mom, like, my mom's cat chewed up one of my beauty blenders, and I went out, and she had to replace it because, like I said, it's a $20 sponge.
Not the cat.
The cat. Yeah, so I do not play about my beauty blender. If I know if it's not where I put it, I'm like, oh, hold up, world, stop, because I need to find this. And I tell you, it's the holy grail. Like, I love my beauty blender.
Okay, so let's try. We're gonna play a game. I'm gonna name just a part of your body, something that you decorate or put clothes on, makeup, and you're gonna tell me whether it's okay to have something expensive or something cheap.
Okay.
So hair. I'm gonna start.
I knew that was gonna be your answer. I think. Okay, well, for me personally, I would say expensive just because like good hair ain't cheap, cheap hair ain't good. Like, and like you can definitely tell the difference between good hair and like cheaper hair because I've like had people. I've had people come and their hair maybe was not the best, and then I've had a friend call me like, did you just do that? I'm like, yeah, like it's there, and it's not even that my work was good. It's just you could just tell that the hair wasn't the best quality. And it also depends on what you want to do with it. Like if you want to get some, I'm just gonna move it over. Okay. If you want to get some like color on your hair, definitely more expensive hair because it's going to color the way it's supposed to. And also, yeah, like so if you want to like, if you know you want to wear this hair long term, it's going to be something that you're going to be wearing every day, or something like that. Definitely the more expensive, like the better quality, and the longer it will last. So I would definitely say expensive, but that's just me because I wear weave like it's my hair. I mean, because it is mine, I pay for it, but I wear it like it's growing out of my scalp. And I take care of it like that too. Like once a week, I'm washing my wigs and hanging them to air dry.
Yes, I'll speak for the natural girl because you see me, I got a little twist up, but I'm definitely natural. I'll say both. Definitely more expensive if you know what the product does for your hair. Mm-hmm. If you do not know what the product does for your hair, do not spend the money unless you're just trying it, but that can get really expensive. I will say my more expensive products work better, but when it comes to basic hair care, like, you know, just keeping it moisturized, it all works the same.
I will say this is just something that I learned in school, which now I'm telling all of my friends because
get the lowdown.
Right, we got to have good hair over here. Shampoo and conditioner, if you don't have anything good, make sure your shampoo and conditioner is on point. So that's part of the reason, like when you go to the salon, that's why you're paying more, because they're using those professional grade shampoos and conditioners that's actually going to help maintain your hair. And also you can't use the same conditioner the same shampoo for everything. So let's say I was explaining to Devontae, like he has dandruff and my mom has this dandruff shampoo, and every time he gets his hair washed, he's like, use this, and I usually like try to wash it once a week. And he's like, use the dandruff. I'm just like, well, no, because it's for his dandruff. It has different like properties that are specifically for the dandruff, and it also is drying out his hair. So you can't just use the same shampoo all the time. There are so many different shampoos, and I didn't even know this. Like with me being a stylist before going to school, I didn't know all the different types of shampoo, and they're used for specific reasons. So just because like you have to know your hair condition.
I'm definitely one of those people being natural.
Yeah, and you have to know like because you know your hair changes with the seasons. You have to switch it up. You cannot keep using the same thing unless it's like not all purpose. Unless it's just a standard like shampoo, then yes, you're fine with using that once a week or every week. But also like I said with the dandruff, if you do have problem areas with your hair, make sure you're not just solely using that shampoo. You have to go back and wash with a moisturized shampoo to bring that natural moisture in your hair because it just was stripped by the chemicals and everything in the shampoo.
Definitely. I have dry moisturized hair. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yeah. I've been putting a lot more care into keeping it moisturized, but it definitely, if it wants to dry out, it will. So I use moisturizing shampoos most of the time. I have this, like, I don't know if this is the thing, I'm not a hairstylist, where I shampoo with my moisturizing shampoo, but I have like a cleansing rinse that I use on my scalp to make sure that area is more targeted. Mm-hmm. Like for some reason, I don't mind stripping more from my scalp than my hair, even though you shouldn't do either. Yeah. But I'm just like, I want it to be clean. I want to make sure the hair is clean. So I might overdo my hair. Yeah. I moisturize it before I shampoo it. Then I wash it with the moisturizing shampoo. And then I rinse it with apple cider vinegar. And then I have like a super moisturizing conditioner.
Okay, that's a lot of moisture. That's probably where the dry is coming from.
It could be. It might be like, over too much protein.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to get real technical with y'all. So that's the sebum, actually. Sebum is oil. Sebum is just the fancy name for oil. It's the sebum glands in your scalp. And because you're doing all of this moisturizing and washing it, it's making it like, because you need the oil. The oil protects your scalp from like the environment and things like that. So by you doing all of that, that's why it's having that effect that it's drying. So your
when I wash it like that, it actually stays moisturized, but only if I like immediately do it. Yeah. That's what it's like. All right, lock it in now or it's over.
Get some pH. I always remember, like everybody needs pH balance shampoo because. Like your hair is the healthiest at 4.5, 5 for 5 pH. You know, our hair is a sick. Yeah, so always have a pH balanced shampoo. That way, like no matter what you do to your hair, if you don't use something that's completely going to strip your hair, especially like after chemical processing or something like even like the vinegar rinses, like you still need to bring your pH back to its natural state so your hair can stay healthy.
See, when you say that, I'm just like. You need to be sensitive with your hair like it's a vagina.
No, literally.
Take care of yourself from top to bottom.
Your hair, skin, and nails all have the same pH, and you need to use stuff to keep them to keep it healthy.
You definitely do. So, like vitamins, do they actually help for like hair, skin, and nails?
I mean, as far as like keeping them healthy, not necessarily. Like if you've gone through stuff like pregnancy, stuff like that, yes. If you've gone through something that made your hair damaged, then yes, they'll help. But like if you just want to use something like taking biotin just to help your hair grow, like you're probably doing more harm to your hair. Like it'll probably grow, but it's gonna start breaking off. Because if your hair is already healthy and you just start taking these pills, now you're damaging it yourself.
So you're saying you're better off just taking regular multivitamins for your overall immune system health.
Like find you a stylist, stick with them, and like even if you're not the person to go to the stylist once a week, at least once a month, so you can go get your like deep conditionings or like get your trim, everything, just so they can maintain your hair like the way to keep it healthy. And obviously, like if you're washing like you're supposed to on your own, also make sure your stylist explains this stuff to you. Make sure your stylist explains this stuff to you, so that way, like your hair, you can still maintain your hair yourself. You'll just have them to help, like keep it healthy, because you obviously can't clip your own ends. Like you can't see the back of your head, and obviously, like if you don't know what to clip, then you might be short right here, long right here. Like so, if you're going to somebody at least once a month to maintain like the health of your hair, then you'll be fine. and they'll educate you on like hair care and all. And if they're your style, they'll know your hair better than you. Like
Definitely, because when I do my own hair, it's a hit or miss. I've been getting my hair done. You know who does my hair. My hair only grows when she does my hair. And I'm like, is it the way she's moisturizing it, the way she's detangling it? Do you think that, because I detangle and moisturize as well, am I not doing as good of a job? Do you think that it's just easier for other people to do your hair than it is to do your hair yourself?
Yes, if you're not like a hair person, then yes, definitely.
Right, because I try so hard.
Yeah, like it is different. Like we were just talking about that yesterday, like me, Courtney, and Nessa, how like you'll do something at home and you go to a stylist and it's just looks like, wow, I could never. Like you're doing this, you're curling your hair, they're curling your hair, but it looks 10 times better. That's because like technique and like hair, they work with all different types of hair, so they already know what to do and they already know like how your hair is going to react.
That is interesting because I feel like I've gotten a better hair routine. I'm washing more regularly. I'm detangling every time. I'm doing sections because it's so thick and curly. But then I'm like, the styling part is where I just give up.
Yeah.
Like, how do people, like, do you have any advice for your clients when they come get their hair done on how to maintain, just how to take care while you're away?
Well, I do, but they're just like, because all of my clients, they pretty much just get sew-ins and wigs. So that's maintaining their hair all together. Because every time they come back, I wash, blow dry. Like if they need a deep condition, I do that, and I always trim their ends. So like I'm pretty much maintaining all my clients' hair anyway. So they really don't care anyway. They just like, she go handle it. And I've been told I have a green thumb for hair. I kill plants, but I can grow some hair.
As long as you're growing the hair, that's all we care about. So with that being said, do you think that the constant detangling and braiding and just keeping it out of curling up and locking into each other keeps it growing?
No, not necessarily. It's just because their hands are not in their head. Literally, like, you know how we get to doing all this and keeping our hands stop that, because that's one of the reasons like your hair is not growing, because our hair we shed 40 to 100 strands of hair every day, and if you're planning your hair constantly, you're getting more shedding, you're getting more tangling, like so
when I'm trying to do my hair, I'm really making it worse because I should just leave it alone, let it be wild.
Not necessarily, but
let
you know,
free.
If you go do a style, do your style and let the style sit. Like, don't get to plan hair, especially with curly hair. We can't be like, when I wear my fro, it's literally just my fro, and when I'm tired of the fro, I'll just pull it up into a puff because I don't want to be playing and touching my hair and all that. And also, like, because like I said, I clip their ends every time they come. So I'm also that's helping your hair grow too. And like, I clip all of their ends. So like, well, my clients that do get suppressed and whatnot, I clip it like, I clip it like, I can't even think. I'm having a brain fart. Why can't I think of this word? Anyway, I don't clip all their ends off.
Minimally.
Yeah, that's something like that. I can't even think of the word. Like, I don't clip it all off because, you know, they'll lose their mind. But I clip it enough
when they're getting it straightened.
Yeah, so I clip it enough that it still looks good. But like with my clients that's getting sew-ins and weaves and things like that, or protect us out, I'm clipping it all off because it's going to get put away anyway, and it's going to be longer. Funny story, my best friend Lauren, but like when I first met her, she let me do her hair. She trusted me to clip her in, which I'm still surprised. People literally just will sit in my chair and let me do anything to them. Anything. And so I clipped her ends and I clipped them all off because she was getting somewhere, and she like wanted to fight me. She was so mad. She didn't tell me this until after she took her sewing out and her hair was longer than it was before I put the sewing in. And she was just like, girl, I wanted to fight you because you cut all my hair off, but your hair is down your back now because I got all of those bad ends off.
I might need to come to you and get my ends clipped because, you know, I get turned away.
Remember I said we're going to do a silk press for my channel.
Oh my goodness. I would like to join the support group for those of us who have clipped their own ends. It is not okay. This side is here. This side is here.
I mean, I can join that group because I will clip the front half of my hair because I can't see the back.
I can't see the rest of it,
So,
and that's why it is uneven now.
Right, the front is so long and luscious and growing, then the back is like, okay, we try to catch up.
I think the real reason that my ends haven't been clipped is because I don't straighten my hair. And I feel like I called myself seeing split ends on my curls. I just don't think I did a good job. I'm just very embarrassed about it. Like, it can't get any worse.
But you don't have to do it curly. Like, you don't have to, well, you can, like, blow dry it straight it up that you can see it.
I don't blow dry my hair. Somebody else going to have to do that.
This is how you blow dry hair to blow it straight every single time. You have to go, you can't go against the cuticle. So, like, if my hair is laying this way, I need to go blow dry down like this. Or if I hold it up, I need to go up like that.
Okay, so like how I comb it.
Yeah.
Okay, when it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, yeah. So like, because like the cuticle is literally just layers of scales. So if you're going this way, like the hair is laying this way, you go this way. That's where all that frizz comes from. It's not getting straight. You're drying it, but it's not going to get as straight as it needs to be. So always like go with your cuticle and not against it. That's like definitely like a surefire way that your hair is gonna be as straight as possible when you blow dry. Blow dry the direction the hair is going.
I'm gonna have to do it piece by piece.
Yeah, I do my hair in sections. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. I be on my mannequin head. I have like 12 clips, and guess what? They say you control the hair. The hair doesn't control you, and I need this hair on my way, so I'm about to clip it.
Exactly. So I'm going to have somebody else blow dry my hair. But I'm trying to get into diffusing my hair so that I don't have to wait and have to deal with all. I want my hair to be manageable.
Yeah.
And when my hair curls up, it gets in my way. It starts hurting because it's curly.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not nappy. It's just, it want to lock up with each other. And I'm like, now my scalp hurts.
Yeah. So,
like, if I could just, I stretch it sometimes, but if I could just blow dry it a little bit, it would take some of the pain away. So, can you use the comb that's on the blow dryer, or you use your own comb?
See, I don't do the comb. Blow dry. It doesn't give off the same airflow as
the good brush.
I noticed this.
I have a Denman and an Easy brush. I don't know if it's called an Easy curler.
It's a paddle brush. Well, no, a Denman brush
will be
shampoo? Better for your hair.
Denman
because
brush.
Your hair is thicker. So
the little Easy brush, the little blue one, it's been doing wonders. The one in the commercials, it does cut apart, but it doesn't break as easy.
But you know, like definitely, don't use the blow dryer with the comb attachment thing. Get a regular blow dryer with the regular blow dryer connector, and use either, if you have really thick hair, use a Denman brush. Well, it doesn't have to be a Denman brush. Like a 9-row brush, 7 to 9-row brush, if you have thicker hair, and also a paddle brush if you like have just a little finer, curlier hair, not coarse coils.
Yeah, I have the coarse coils, but I definitely have to be very delicate.
Yeah, and I always detangle first with a wide tooth comb, which I found like detangling with a brush is a no-no. Yeah. Because all of the bristles, they're snatching your hair. So
yeah, I'm like, I feel like every time I wash my hair or take it down, I'm like, I can't possibly be losing this much hair. Is this hair dead, or did I snatch it out myself?
My hair is dead already.
So maybe it's good that it's coming out, because I just be nervous. Like, did I just pull out a whole patch? I get very nervous.
Your hair is already dead. I think that's one of my biggest pet peeves now when people say dead ends or dead hair. Like, your hair isn't alive. The only thing that's alive is the follicle.
That makes sense.
So, like, your ends are just split.
You say it's all dead.
It's all dead.
That's why it's out here.
Right. Because your hair isn't growing from ear to ear. It's growing from your scalp, and your follicle is in your scalp. So that's the only thing that's alive. Your hair is already dead.
Yeah, as a natural hair girl, I just want to be, like, I have to remind myself that because my hair, it feels to me that the more it grows, the shorter it gets. I'm like, does that mean it's healthy? I don't like it. Because I'm like, everyone's like, I was like, your hair is growing. And I know that to be true because it was blonde at one point. And it's not blonde anymore. So it's got to be new hair, right?
Yeah.
I'd like more. Or I'd like it to like stretch itself a little bit.
And I think like you'll really notice that how long your hair is once it's straightened.
Girl, she gonna bump my ends. I'm gonna be looking like
I don't do that
from Arthur. You said I don't do that.
I ain't gonna give you the what is it? What's his name? James. The singer.
Ooh.
James Brown. I'm not gonna give you that. I'm not gonna give you James Brown.
Whoops. The Doctor Who. Well, I am glad because when you bring it up now to our parents, you know, they act like it never happened.
Right.
Like it was like, oh, that was just something I did.
Yeah, I told you not to.
Right.
I was
crying.
I said I don't like it.
I was really upset. I didn't care
at all.
It's so dirty. So, would you like to share any updates with Enhancement Beauty or Skybebeat?
Well, Enhancement Beauty, we are working on a wig line.
Okay.
I'm looking at December 2020, and it's so crazy because people are already asking me, like, where I get my wigs from? Where'd you get your hair from? And I'm just like, Some people I tell, some people I'm just like, I'll let you know. Or like, I just won't respond because I don't know what to say. So that's something that I have cooking up in the works. And as far as Skybebeat, I'm just gonna start like promoting a lot more. Like my ring light broke, which is why I have not posted anything because I don't have light to do much. Like only reason I was able to do this because I literally just contour my face and that's it. So and I can do my eyebrows in my sleep. If I can't do anything else with makeup, I can do some brows. So
I missed it.
Yeah. So I'm going to be doing a lot more looks. I have a lot of stuff going on my YouTube channel, which is the same, Skybebeat. And Skybebeat came because I was trying to reinvent myself because everyone knew me as Skybeat Faces on campus. But like I'm not on campus anymore, so I'm like, let me reinvent myself for like and also Skybeat Faces is the name of some music artist, like some music lady. So I'm like, let me do something different. So Skybebeat was born, and it's about to bust out some more looks, more YouTube, more lives. Hopefully we can do this again.
More lashes.
More lashes for Enhancement. Yes.
Definitely another live.
Yes. And definitely more lashes. My lash line is named after, that's one thing I forgot to say, which is the whole purpose, one of the main reasons I started it. My lash line, all of my lashes are named out of like the women in my life. So I have lashes named after my mom, my aunt, my godmom. And it has a lash. My two best friends. I don't have a lash for me just because I wasn't thinking of myself. Like literally, all of these people, like this is my support system. So like, I had to have a lash for them.
The Skylar lash is gonna be special edition.
Yeah, I have a Skylar wig. Like this will be the Skylar wig. You know, I'm giving you a little insight of this. So yeah, you just have to wait and see.
I'm excited to hear all of that. And Enhancement Beauty. Lash is still going strong.
Yes, like now I have to revamp my whole strategy because I don't know why I didn't think to incorporate that into like my makeup business because all of my clients now like when they book me they'll book the appointments for that I include mink lashes and they want my lashes. So I'm like, okay. Now I ran out of lashes for my website inventory, so now I have to revamp all of that, like order separately. The lashes are going really good. Like people, when they come get their makeup done, they pay for their makeup application that includes the lashes, and then they buy lashes as well. So
they're gorgeous. Honestly, there's no reason to look anywhere else. I'm always like, I need my Enhancement Beauty lashes on. Even though I don't know how to put them on myself, it's okay. Somebody will put them on for me.
put it on. Put your like these are my lashes that I have on now. These are Paula's. That's my best friend. The Diana lashes are my favorite. They are long, but they're not so dramatic. Like, you know how you see girls and like they look like their eyes are barely open because their lashes are so thick.
I do like my Diana lashes because they do give you the length without the density. So you're like, yes, I might fly away, but I don't look like a Whoville character. And it's just like, what did she say? I'm Dumbo to the BS.
Oh God, no! But literally, I use lash glue. Stop using hair glue to put on your lashes. Like this,
so many years ago.
It's not even a thing. Like,
I probably lost so many eyelashes.
Get some lash glue. I use Duo. It has green writing on it. You can get it from CVS, Ulta. I think Sephora. I'm an Ulta girl though, but it's called Duo. It has green writing. If you put your glue on like you're applying eyeliner, let it get a little tacky, your lash is going to adhere right to it because that's where the glue is. So it's going to attach to that. So if you put it on the strip lash and then you try to line it up, eventually, like, you go mess something up where you not go, like, hit it where it needs to be. So, yeah. So apply it like eyeliner and you're good. And your lashes will be perfect every time. So because wherever that glue is, your lash is going to stick.
I'm going to try it one more time with the Duo glue because I went and got some quick glue. Because I had a glue that I loved. It might have actually been Duo. Then I tried to buy a quick one, and I'm like, this is the only thing they have. I'm just going to get it. They're all the same color. That glue was so gooey and ooey
and because it has a brush, that's why I like. Because they do have other Duo glues.
The brush is the best one.
That's the one with the green writing. Like,
it's the best one. Because then you can actually do it like eyeliner.
Yeah.
I was doing like squeaks.
Because some of them have just the squeeze tube, and that can get messy real fast. Very
messy. My eye almost ruined my entire face. I was like, I don't want to go anywhere now. I'm not leaving the house. I don't have COVID, you all. But thank you, Skylar, for promoting your businesses, and thank you for joining me for this live.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. Thank you all for whoever watched and joined with us. We definitely appreciate you coming to this conversation with us. This was our wind down and our girl talk. Thank you for joining us, and you all have a great night.